Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video, as always, we are here to bring you up to date with all of the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. That includes our title. Yes, we are going to be discussing this record-breaking deal as talks continue. We've got confirmation. We're also going to be diving into all that sort of stuff. It's exciting as well. So, as stated, we'll get to that a little bit later on. But of course, we do return back to action again tomorrow, this time against St. Mirren. And of course, we bounce back from defeat in a pretty good way. I think Rangers fans are appeased. They're happy after the performance against FCSB. But as I said in the sort of match reaction, I am not judging this team based on that solely that performance, because we've seen it against Malmo and then we stunk the place out when it come back to domestic action. So I will reserve my reservations in terms of my judgment on the team. I'm not going to start shouting we're back or anything like that. I want to see it over a prolonged period of time, because we've had a good result in Europe so far this season. We've had good games so far this season, but have backed it up with stinking the place out in the sort of domestic games against the sides that we should be beating. And our away record, to be quite frank, domestically is absolutely rank rotten. So that needs to change as well this weekend. Of course, we are going up against St. Mirren in the Scottish Premiership, and St. Mirren at home should be a match that we should be able to take care of. As stated, our away record is stinking. To be fair, our home record hasn't been that much better, but at least we've been picking up the points and winning the games within the Scottish Premiership in these home matches. But as stated, I want to start to see a proper performance against these sort of sides that play 10 men behind the ball, and see a bit of a style of play and see if we can back it up with a bit of consistency before I start sort of praising this team from the rooftops. I know a lot of the Rangers fan base are divided, and a lot of people last weekend were calling for Philippe Clement's head, me included, in terms of, if he doesn't get results in these next 3 matches before the international break, then yes, I would be one of those people that would be calling for his head at the end of this segment of fixtures. But he's ticked one off, big result in the Europa League, but he's got 2 huge games that he needs to pull out 2 wins from. That's against St. Mirren and then against Aberdeen away, which will be his toughest test so far. So at Pataudry as well during the week. We've struggled over there in recent years. So again, it will be judged based on those ones, and we'll find out what happens. But look, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We've got St. Mirren next, that's at Ibrox. We should have no excuses really beating these teams. And as I said in previous videos, I don't care where we are in transition. We should always be able to beat some of the other crap that's in the league. And St. Mirren, to be honest, have been stinking the place out recently. They lost 4-0 to Hearts in their most recent match. Before that, they lost to Dundee United 1-0. Before that, they lost 2-1 to Motherwell, with their last win actually coming against Hearts at home all the way before the international break. And currently in the Scottish Premiership table, they do sit 8th. So yeah, aside that, no excuses. Absolutely zero excuses if we don't get a win in this game. And to be fair, I want to see a bit of a performance as well, to be perfectly honest with you, at Ibrox against this sort of side, St. Mirren. I'm not being disrespectful, but they're stinking the place out. And at Ibrox, we should expect us to put in a decent performance. I don't want to be winning the game 1-0, scrappy, right at the end, nervous to the end. I want to see a bit of a performance from this team. Obviously, take 3 points over everything. But yeah, I am demanding. I've got to that stage already. But yeah, moving on from that sort of stuff, guys, with regards to the stuff, I spoke to you recently about Rangers' record-breaking deal that is set to be, decided very, very soon. That's with regards to our new kit deal. And basically, we've got a bit of an update with regards to that kit deal, if you like. Basically, our current deal with Castor runs until the end of this season, which was a record-breaking deal in itself. And this has obviously led to speculation over the supplier change for the following campaign. And yeah, as stated, as I stated in a recent video, we are talking to Castor, and the likely scenario is that we're going to agree terms with Castor for an extended period of time. However, I did say that there was a few other kit manufacturers that the club are also speaking to, as the club are seeking a record-breaking deal, which would be the biggest deal in the club's history. That's what they're hanging out for, and that's what is expected that they will get. It will be higher than anything that we've had ever before. Now, again, footy headlines are fairly reputable when it comes to sort of kits, and they gave us the sort of hammer blow, if you like, but they said that Adidas has been in talks with Rangers. However, as of now, it doesn't seem as though Adidas are believed to be taking over next season, which is disappointing. But we've had talks apparently with Adidas, according to Footy Headlines, and they're very, very reputable when it comes to sort of kits. They're the sort of website that release all of the kits for the new season. They're very, very reputable within that space. They've said that we've been in sort of talks with Adidas. However, it doesn't seem as though we will be going with the German manufacturer. They've basically reported, as we've also reported here at RSC News, that the most likely outcome is that Rangers will remain with Castor. However, if the club does switch kit suppliers, it does seem as though Puma and New Balance are the strongest candidates beside Adidas at this moment in time. Since New Balance lost its deal with Liverpool, the brand has had a bad football kit presence within the UK. New Balance is interested in a partnership with Bayer Leverkusen, suggests that New Balance is serious about getting new teams. Meanwhile, Puma has always been in the running when it comes to new deals recently. Nike is not really an option, as the other brand rather departs from the supplier market. So that's the update that we've currently got. We know that Rangers are currently in talks as things stand. As we reported to you a while back, it is expected that Rangers will probably look at Castor as being the option where we continue with them. But they have been talking to other kit manufacturers, Adidas being one of them, New Balance and Puma. So we'll have to wait and see, but it does seem as though the expected deal will be with Castor. If failing that, then it does seem maybe New Balance or Puma. And here's hoping that we can reinvent talks with Adidas, because they're so much better. They're the goats at making kits at this moment in time, and I really do love their kits, and I would love to see Rangers throwback kits to the 90s with Adidas, and just some of these new kits they've been coming out with. I've seen sort of Man U's kits, Liverpool's rumoured kits, Arsenal's, doing such a great job with all of them, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, so it would be good to go with Adidas, but it does expect probably we're going to be staying with Castor. But one thing I can confirm is that it will be a record-breaking deal regardless of who the kit manufacturer is as the talks continue. But we should find out hopefully over the next couple of weeks, couple of months with regards to who it's going to be. But from our sources, it seems as though Castor is the likely option with a few other kit suppliers hanging in the wings. But Rangers are continuing talks as we speak. Rangers fans, what do you think of the kit manufacturer deal? Do you think Castor is the one that you want? Would you rather a change? And out of those lists, again, Adidas I think everybody wants, but would you rather Castor over New Balance and Puma, or would you rather just keep Castor? As I said, let me know your thoughts on all of those down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. And thank you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.